Hello friends, welcome back to another session with me, Sanyukta Saxena. I am a certified Zentangle teacher and I have been running this series on Zentangle original patterns, wherein in each session we learn to draw one of the original patterns or released by Zentangle headquarters, and then we draw a tile together using the pattern and a few more tangles to go along. Just in case you have still not subscribed to my channel, do so. So I am going to be today teaching a pattern called Aura Knot. I have already posted a teaser on my Facebook page, and today we'll learn how to draw the pattern Aura Knot, and we'll also draw a tile together, right? So Aura Knot is a pattern which is against aura based, aura based. So we have already learned a similar pattern like this, which is Elish, right? So it is basically the manner in which you aura the pattern which gives it the main character, right? And it is a very simple pattern, purely line based, nothing, no other shapes involved, and it is the sequencing of auras that gives the pattern the main look, right? So let me start. So I'm going to be drawing a three-sided shape like this to start with, to show you how do we generally aura, right? So we are going to be using a couple of shapes and learn how to aura and aura knot. So now I'm first going to join these 2 points, right? So we have 3 points here, and then start auraing from here till the next point here. So basically I missed this one because I joined these 2 points, and then from here I went straight up to here, missing this point, right? So again I'll rotate and then join these 2, right? And then start from here and go, miss this point and go till here, right? And then again I'm going to rotate. So it's my scrapbook, so I'm finding it little difficult to rotate, but I hope you can see it properly. And then again I'm going to start auraing from here. I'm not cutting the lines anywhere, I'm drawing behind, and then miss this point and come till here, right? So that's the first sequence. So again, now I just need to repeat these auras. The first is the main, when you are joining this line and then drawing the first aura. Now I'll just repeat this aura and nothing else, and you will see how these auras give the knot its true character. Again rotate, start from here, here, repeating the aura, again rotate, start from here, here, and go till here, right? So we have done that. Again starting from here, right, here, and go till there, again rotate, start from here, go till there, again this point, starting from here, here, and go till there, right? So we started from here, again starting from here, go till there, right? Again rotating, starting from here. So I am just repeating the auras and doing nothing else, right? And you can see how the auras themselves are making up a pattern. So this kind of thing we have already done in the pattern Elish, right? So if you remember, that's how we had proceeded in the pattern Elish, right? So we have already filled up spaces. If you wish, you can fill it up like this, the end few, right? So that's the pattern aura knot. Now let us see how do we proceed if we have 4 points, a 4-point star or a flower, something like this, right? Again the same principle. I'm going to join these two and then start from this point, skip this point and go to the next, like this. Again join these two, start from this point, skip this one, go to the next, right? Again I rotate, join these two, start from this point, skip this one, go to the next, and the last one, join these two, start from here, skip this one and go to the next, right? And then I just have to repeat what I have done, simply repeat. So again repeating the aura, again rotating my tile, repeating the aura, again rotating my tile, repeating the aura, again rotate the tile, repeat the aura, right? So this is how we will continue, and what we realize is what you get inside is something like this. So that is not the right way to do it, but this is what you get ultimately. So it will give you a picture of what does an aura knot exactly look like. So you will get this weaving inside these triangles, right? When you keep continuing to aura like this, and then you will get the same kind of weaving inside also, because you are crossing inside each time, right? So this is what you will get inside also. Right? So this is how the aura knot will look like. Now there is one more thing that you can do. Let me show it to you on a tile. You can also weave two shapes together, right? So what you can do is you can draw one three-sided shape like this, right? And then you can also draw a triangle or any other shape, and then you can start auraing both of these together. For example, let me show you. I am going to join these two and then start auraing from here, right? Then I am going to rotate, join these two and then start auraing from here, then I am going to join these two and then start auraing from here, miss the in between point, go to the next, right? And then I am also going to add an aura to the triangle that I have drawn like this, right? So you can always play around with the shape. Again I'll go with the next. So I'm not cutting lines anymore anywhere, right? Again add one here, right? So this is to show you that you can weave two shapes together also in the same fashion. You just have to follow the sequence of auraing. That's about it. So I'm auraing both of them simultaneously. I added one aura to each side, and now again I moved on to my triangle, right? Again adding the third layer of aura. So it's a very simple pattern. You just need to concentrate on the fashion in which you are auraing, because that is what gives the tangle its main character, that woven kind of auras, right? So done that. Again moving on to the triangle, added one, added the second one, added the third one, right? And you can go on and on. So spaces are getting small, so I am not able to start from the top here. Again moving on to the next. So whatever space is left, I am just adding auras to that much, right? Did that. Again adding one more aura to my triangle. So you can already see the interweaving, right? So there are so many ways in which you can go about drawing it. I will show you some tiles to show some more variations with the tangle, right? So this is how it will look if you try to weave two shapes together. So let me show you a few tiles that I have drawn. I've already posted these tiles on my Insta just in case you are following me. So this is a fun tile. It has aura knot and some tangulation, Bronx cheer, fescue in the center and cubog surrounding. Looks like some underwater creature, right? So again this is another tile, Vega with aura knot passing by. Vega passing in between aura knot and then some bunzos and squid to go along. So this is again, I played around with aura knot, added some border, right? So the first aura that I added is a thicker aura. That's how I use that aura to add a border, right? And then the same interweaving process and some few more tangles to go along, right? So you need not continue auraing till the end. You can always add something in the center. The teaser that I posted, again nice interweaving here and few more tangles, right? And this is another tile, just a touch of aura knot on the two sides here and then some more tangles to go along. So this is a tile that I have still not finished. I am still drawing, but you can see simple aura knot, how you can embellish it, add some border, right? And I'm going to continue this border and finish the tile. So let us get started today. Let us draw another aura knot. Let us experiment a little more as we generally do. So I'm going to be starting with these long seed kind of shape, right? Cutting across like this, just using my pencil for reference, right? I think it's a bit, yeah. And then I'm going to add a square and we are going to weave these two together, right? Yeah. So let me just add these lines with my pen. So don't be bothered about the pencil, it will be lost in your tile. And if you can draw it without a pencil reference, please go ahead. Nothing like it, right? So one star, so I have 4 sides to it. And then I am going to weave in square and see how it turns out. Like this, right? So this is the string for today, and rest of the space we'll see what we want to do. We'll probably add a simple pattern to fill up the rest of the space. The main focus is on the auraing, right? So let us get started. So I'm going to first join these two. So this is a Zendala tile It is a bigger tile, 4.5 inch diameter, round tile, right? So skip this point and join from here till here. Again, going to join these two, but not cutting any lines here. Again, going to join from here till the other end. Again, these two starting here, going to join till the other end, skipping this point, right? Again, the fourth one, start here and join till the other end, right? So we have added one aura to all sides. Now we will aura our square. That is simple auraing. No technicalities involved here. Just ensure that you don't cut any lines anymore. Right? And then moving on to our next. Again, from now on we won't cut any lines. Right? Rotate your tile, move on to next. Again, rotate your tile, move on to next. Again, rotate your tile, move on to the next side. Yeah. Now going to the next aura of the square that we have drawn. So we are weaving these two shapes together by following a sequence of auraing, and the pattern is aura knot. It involves only auraing, but it is called aura knot, right? So again, the third, that's actually K-N-O-T, that knot. Again, following the same sequence. So take your time, be patient, and complete auraing. So I have already shown you the sequence. I think now you can follow it on your own. Right? So I am going to continue like this. So you can see here I finished these small little sections that are left. You can ink it comfortably, or you can add anything else, something like tipple or a cubine or something. The spaces are small, so I would better fill it. You can also continue the same aura, right? So I just wanted some inking, so to break the monotony probably, so I inked it, right? So yeah, so this is how the pattern looks like, the two shapes we've woven together, right? So now the rest of the tile, there's so many patterns that we can draw, so just choose something simple, but probably with some inking, because there is a lot of auraing here. So I will go with the pattern circles, because it will give that required drama to my tile, and it is also a simple pattern, so it gives me that time to absorb a difficult pattern. A little difficult, all those entangled patterns, none of them are really difficult to draw, but yes, you have to follow a sequence of auraing here, because that is what gives the pattern its true nature, character, right? So now I'm just going to add these orbs randomly. You can add them anywhere you like, just going random. You can add any number you want. You can keep it less, you can add more. Right, so done with that. Now what we have to do is inking. So I would ink this part of the sphere, and then the next section I would leave the sphere and ink the rest of the section. Right. So we already learned the patterns trickles. Just in case you are new to the Tangle, you can refer to my previous video. We had drawn a beautiful tile using the patterns trickles and a few more tangles. So it is a very simple pattern to draw, adds great drama because of this inking, and you can also play around with it. If you don't wish to ink, you can add some other patterns in this section. But since aura knot is just line work, so to break that, what should I say, same type of thing that we have drawn, I would rather introduce some drama. Right, so inked the next section. Now again the next section, the part of the sphere that is falling there, I am going to ink that and leave the rest of the section white. Right, and then again move on to the next, wherein I will leave the sphere white and ink the rest. Right. So I am almost finishing my inking. I am on the last section. So following the same process of inking the alternatives, alternatively the spheres and the section other than the sphere. So take your time. Make that effort to ink nicely. Don't leave any white portions. Don't leave gaps. Enjoy the process. You can already see the drama. Right. So I'm done with the inking. So I don't think the tile requires anything else except shading. So let us move on to shading our tile. So I'm going to be adding some thick graphite at the edges of my aura knot. Right, and then some here. So what I am doing is just adding graphite at the crossings where lines are intersecting each other. That's the best way to actually go about shading it, but you can always find your own way. For example, highlighting these borders. You can ink it, you can add patterns to it, you can ink with a highlight. There's so many things that you can go about doing. So just experiment. I've already shown you few tiles also how you can play around, right? And then as far as my circles, I think I will go with adding some shading under these lines. So make sure that the ink has dried up. Don't haste up. Right, so let me just start blending. So blend, but don't blend so much that the entire thing is gray. Leave this highlight. As I always keep saying, shading means black and gray portions together. That's what gives the contrast and the depth and the dimension. If you want, you can also add some graphite here because the lines are going under. I think it would look nice. In fact, it's continuing from here. Yeah, because the lines are going crossing each other, so it's a good idea to shade that part also. So there are a whole lot of tangles with which you can combine this pattern. Just because it has a pure line work doesn't mean that it won't go with other patterns, organic patterns. You can always try combining it with organic patterns, all kind of patterns, right? So now blending the outside of my Aura knot. Yeah, and now moving on to my circles, pulling the graphite towards the center, but again not covering up the entire center. Then lift some shading few places. So circles is a pattern which adds some instant drama to your tile. It is very simple to draw, and you can see how it has added that much required lift, because we have kept our Aura knot simple and we have not decked it up. In case we deck it up, then probably we won't require such a dramatic pattern in the background. So it depends on tile, from tile to tile. So just adding some shading to the spheres where they are big enough, and I think it would show, not to all. Right? At times what is there on your Protelon is enough to add that touch. Yep. And to add some drama a little more, you can always pick up your jelly roll and add a few dots here and there. Always welcome, as I always do. But it's optional, you can leave it as it is. Right? Probably 1 or 2 bands also. Not all. So it's always a nice idea to embellish if you have very bold black portions, dots or something else, probably some strands going here and there. Looks nice. So as I always say, you can go on and on. Somewhere you have to close your tile, so I better close it here. Right? So I'm going to close my tile here, put my chalk, and sign and date it. And we will meet again with another Zentangle original. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye. Stay safe.